Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwa. It just means Queen Baby. How y'all doing this morning? It's good to see y'all. We are about to do what it do. Good morning, Green Beans. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. And no, I don't know who that pastor is. We about to get into some foolery this morning, but the question at hand today is, this is the question at hand. If you and your husband agreed on something in the beginning of your marriage, you agreed that when you have children, there will be a certain amount when you have kids. Okay? Because financially, it's hard for you to take care of these children. You both agreed on a certain amount, but financially, it's hard for y'all to take care more than the children that you have. So you take it upon yourself. You talk to him. Okay? You talk to him. And then you take it upon yourself. You didn't like the answer that he gave you. Okay? So you take it upon yourself and you say, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. And so you stop taking your birth control. I want to ask you something. Is that a betrayal? Is it a betrayal? We're going to talk about it. Is it a betrayal? Did she did she did she hurt her husband? December say yes it is. Yes, it is. It's a betrayal. Okay, because he explained to you already that financially y'all can't take on more children. The title of this foolery is Modern Woman Said Her Ex-Husband Started a New Family and She is Resentful Towards the Children. Okay? So this woman has become resentful towards her children that she had with her ex-husband. And only why he is the ex-husband is because he told her financially we can't take on more children. That the one child we got, we have to be able to maintain this one child. Financially, we cannot take on another child. And so this woman, mind you, you know this is a Caucasian family. This woman decided that she was going to do it without him because she had reached the age of 30 and she didn't want to have children late, okay? So she just stopped taking her birth control and got pregnant. So the husband was hurt. The husband was hurt. He was very angry, okay? He was very angry about the situation. So I want to share something with y'all. Could that make a man leave though? You know, we don't want to tell the truth, but could that make a man leave? I just want to know. Do you think that could make a man leave, or was it something more? Was it something more? Why did he leave? We have to find out that, because why did he leave? Could that really make a man leave? I think it was more than that. But you know what? Shout out to Through the Fire podcast. Shout out to TJ because he sent this to me this morning and I was like, let's dissect it. I was going to talk about something else, but I said, let's dissect this foolery this morning. And I'm going to let y'all hear her go in and talk to this doctor about the situation. And I don't really like how the doctor pandered her, but you know, she was crying at the time, so he's trying to make her feel good about the decisions that she has made. Even though sometimes the best thing is to do is to let people lie in the decisions that they have made, to teach them a lesson. Mm-hmm. December said, I think so. I have seen men leave because of that. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That's good. We going to talk about it, baby. Melania, what's up, baby? I see you. I see you, Melania. What's going on, baby? Corey, how are you, sir? Corey Joe in the house. How you doing, sir? So we about to get into this. I want y'all to hear what she says and how this destroyed her family, a decision that she made selfishly that destroyed her family. Now, let me share something with you. I want y'all to be clear. Having a baby is a blessing. Do you hear me? It's a blessing, baby. It is amazing. It is amazing to have a baby. It's a blessing. It's a true blessing. But financially, if you're not ready and your husband is telling you we're not ready financially, we should take heed to the message. We should take heed that financially we're not ready for a baby. And I'll share something else with you. It sounds like there was more problems in the marriage that they did not want to address. You know what I'm saying? She didn't go into the nitty gritty, but the doctor had alluded to it a little bit. He said, no, it had to be something else beforehand. I'm quite sure it was. I'm quite sure it was. But let's check, let's listen to what happened.
Great and powerful Houston, Texas, and talk to dear Marie. What's up, Marie?
Hey, Dr. John, how are you doing?
Partying. How about you?
I'm hanging in there.
I'm not
It's
partying.
Tuesday.
I lied to you. Hey, so what's happening? What's going on?
So my question is, I want to know how to stop taking my resentfulness out on my kids for their dad leaving and getting a new family, because I want to grow a healthy relationship with my kids and stop being so frustrated.
How do you take out your resentfulness against your husband on your kids?
It's mostly I just get super frustrated because I'm doing everything on my own, and I just yell at them a lot.
So, what happened with your husband? Take your time. Take your time. You're all good, hon. What happened with your husband?
So we were together about 15 years. And we had, dated for 5 before getting married and had our first child about 5 years after getting married. And he was getting older, and obviously I was getting older, closer to 30, and I had always heard of health concerns about having children older. So I approached my husband about possibly having another kid, because we had already talked about having 2 to 3, and that's kind of what we both wanted. He voiced his concerns about, money and providing for the kids, and I pretty much just ignored his concerns, and I ended up getting off of my birth control and then getting pregnant with our daughter.
So y'all listen up. Y'all hear what she said. She said he voiced his concerns about financially being able to take care of more children. But she took it upon herself to get off the birth control even after he voiced the concerns. And she got pregnant. But is that enough to divorce somebody? Is that enough to divorce? What y'all think? What y'all think? Is that enough to divorce somebody? Just a little bit that y'all heard so far. Is that enough to divorce, to decimate a family? Because she stopped taking her birth control pills. We have to talk about this. Because, yes, she's wrong. It's a betrayal. She should not have broke the contract, okay? The contract, I'm saying that we talked about it. Baby, we not making enough to bring in another child. But is it enough to divorce her? Something else is going on. 15 years, 5 years dating, 10 years married. Is that enough to divorce this woman? This woman, something else is going on. And she's not going to tell the whole thing, because anytime a woman tell a story, it always has to favor her. This is the truth. Anytime a woman tells a story, okay, it has to favor her. Okay? Let's get into it one more time.
He lost trust in me.
Yeah. It's one of those catch-22s where you have the most precious thing in the world is your daughter, and you wouldn't take that back for a second. At the same time, it's a pretty significant violation, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm super shameful.
Yeah. It's both and, right? You got this beautiful gift out of it, and that's tough. Just tough that's tough weight on a relationship. So
Yeah.
he says he can't trust you. Does he bail?
No, he stays around, and we, try and work it out for about a year. And then, right before her first birthday and my son starts kindergarten, he decides to leave, and he leaves the house. And then that's 2020.
Now, do you hear what she said? A year he stayed around, okay? And then after the daughter's birthday, first year birthday, and then the son start going to school, he just disappears. Like he's done with the marriage. Something is not right. And she's not going to tell everything, because she want this man that she's talking to, Dr. John, she wants him to have some sympathy for her. So she's not going to tell the true story. She gonna tell half of the story. Okay? Hey Maya, what's going on, baby? How are you? It's good to see you, honey. She not gonna tell the whole story. So why would a man just up and leave you after 1 year? 1 year after you gave birth to the baby, he told you, let's not have this baby right now because financially we are strapped. Is it wrong that he said financially we are strapped, let's not have a baby right now? I don't believe it's wrong. He's not wrong to say that at all. He's not. I don't think he's evil for saying that. There are a lot of men that will say, listen, our first 2 to 3 years, we're not going to have any children. We're going to get to know each other. Hey, Malik, how are you, sir? We're going to get to know each other first. There are a lot of men that say, let's get to know each other. Let's get to love on each other. Let's get that connection first before children come into play. Jasmine, I see you, baby. Good morning. So she's not telling the whole story because it looked like they had a plan. They said 3 children. They said 3 children. They had one already. And when they come up, she's ready to give birth. She's ready to have another baby. She in that baby season. Y'all know how y'all do that baby season. I'm not mad at her. I was in that too. When I was having children, I was in that baby season too. But if he's telling you financially we're strapped, you know what I'm saying? Financially we strapped, we're in trouble. Hello, Jamal, how are you? We're in trouble. We can't take on another baby. Am I supposed to go and stop taking my birth control pills because you don't want another baby, but I want another baby? So it's me syndrome. How many of us women have that me syndrome? Let's talk about it. That's what they're on. That's what they're on. She's on birth control. That's what they're on because they don't want to have more children right now. So she didn't do the snip snip. She didn't do the snip snip. Okay, on her to get her tubes tied. But he's saying that it's a betrayal. The husband is saying it's a betrayal because you stop taking your birth control, and I'm telling you, financially, we're in trouble. Check this out. Let's see what else she said.
So I'm doing kindergarten by myself. My son ends up getting quarantined, and for his birthday and his sister's birthday. So their dad missed their birthdays because he couldn't see them because we were quarantined. And the quarantine kind of woke him up. So he came back and said he actually wanted a relationship with his kids, which I'm so grateful for. So he's in their life.
Okay. But your marriage is over. I want to be honest with you. There was things long before this.
I like what the doctor said. There was things long before this that broke the camel's back. Last night I said to y'all, you have to learn how to be affectionate to your husband. You have to stop just looking at him as a machine. I have said this to y'all many a time. Stop looking at him as a boy. Stop talking to him like he is a boy. Stop talking to him like he is beneath you. Learn how to be his peace. And I know some of y'all women going to say, what about my peace? Once his peace is worked on, because remember, he's coming in from the world. He's coming in from the world. Men deal with more bullshit than we do in the world. And I know some of y'all ladies going to be like, that's not true. You're lying to yourself. Men get disrespected and rejected on a daily basis, and they have to learn how to calm the nonsense that will arise in them so that they don't react to foolery. So you have to learn how to be the peace in the house. You remember I told y'all yesterday how the young girl observed her husband. She looked like she was in her 20s, early 20s. She observed her husband waiting outside the house in the car, holding the steering wheel, regretting to come in the house. He's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Good morning, Growth. How are you? Long time no see, sir. So he's regretting. He's holding the steering wheel, regretting, trying, he don't want to go in the house. She said it's until she heard her co-host do a whole video about how you treat your husband. Mind you, her co-host is treating her husband like this already. But the other one, she's not doing that. She's nagging. She's arguing. Every little thing she's arguing. She's not letting any conversation die down. She's always on his heels until one day she watched the video of her girlfriend and she met her husband at the front door with his slippers and I believe it was his house coat. And she said, "Hello, sir," when he walked in. And he smiled. He said, "What's going on? Why are you calling me sir?" She said, "I just want to, show you respect." He said, "But why are you calling me sir?" She said, "Can I call you sir?" And she kissed him. And he was like, okay, he's excited. Like, what is going on? Because there's no nagging. There's no shouting. There's no disrespect. There's no treating him like he's a boy. You know what I'm saying? So he's excited. She done cooked and everything. "Good morning, Miss O. How are you, baby?" So he's excited, Now, the next day, she does the same thing. Mind you, the next day, he's not waiting in the driveway holding the steering wheel. He's getting his behind in the house. He like, I gotta get in this house. She's at the door, got the house coat, the slippers. Hello, sir. How are you? How was your day? And he's excited. He's kissing her and everything. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference when a man come home to peace. I said this last night on my pop-up show. There's a difference when men come home to peace. Now, more than likely, her and this man done had problems way before. Do you understand? And I'll share with you why I say this way before. It took 5 years for them to get married. It took 5 years for them to get married. I will share something with you, y'all, that a lot of y'all don't understand. It does not take a man that long to determine if they're going to marry you. It doesn't. Just like the day you meet a man, your first day you meet him, you know in your mind if you can lay with him or not. He knows in his mind if you are wife material or if you are 304 material. You understand? Let's get into it.
I won't sugarcoat it, and I'm not going to kick you while you're down either. This is a significant betrayal, and there was other things going on. Fair?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's other issues going on.
Yeah. In retrospect, I don't think we communicated our needs at all.
No, you must have been in honors classes there in Houston. So, yes, you are
right.
correct. I'm certain. So, here's why I asked you to tell me that story. Just in the process of telling that story, I want you to go back and listen to this. Your whole body posture changed from when you started the call to when you ended it, okay? That's a story that happened to you. And it's heartbreaking, and you're going to grieve that for a long time, okay? And did you play a role in that? Yeah. Did he walk out on his family? Yeah. It's both in.
And I share this with you. When a man walk out on his family, because this is what they say. When a man walk out on his family, he's evil. He's the devil incarnate, you know. He is Satan himself, you know. When a man walk out on his family, you know, the man is evil, you know. He's a monster, you know. This is what happens. But nobody ever sees what's under why he left. Like, men don't just up and say, F this, I'm going to decimate the family. I don't care. They don't do that. They don't do that. Something is under. He's trying to either keep his sanity or he was going to lay hands on this woman. He was going to lay hands on this woman. Okay? Now, men just don't leave. They don't just leave for happiness. They don't. Only women do that. I want to be happy. That I want to be happy syndrome. I will decimate the whole family because I want to be happy. This is the truth. Men don't just go and say, I'm done. There has to be some stuff going on. A man will be with a woman 25 years. He will stay. He will stay. He will try to keep working it out. He will stay. He will stay. And she will continue to do her foolery. And then all of a sudden, he'll say, I tried. I can't do it no more. 25 years. 25 years of his life, he will say, I can't do it no more. Mind you, once a woman feels she's not happy no more, I don't care how long you've been married, she will decimate that marriage. I don't care. Once she find out she not happy no more, or her friends got something, okay, or her friends got something that she want, and she finds out she can't get it being married to you. She would decimate the family. And I know the fake sisterhood don't want me to talk about it, but it's true. She will decimate the family. She doesn't care. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Let's go into what she said again. But they will quickly say if the man leaves the family, he is a demon. He's the devil. He's Satan. That's what they'll say. He's Satan. Okay? He's Satan. He the devil. If he leave the family. But if she leaves the family, if she leaves, you know what they will say? This is what they will say. This is what they will say. They will say just like this. She wanted to be happy. She wanted to be happy. And I want to share something with you. Marriage is not happiness. Marriage is not happiness. It's not. Y'all get that confused. Marriage is not happiness. Marriage is a sense of duty, of pride. That's what marriage is. Marriage is joy. To be with somebody that's going to always have your back and correct you on bullshit when you come with it. That's what marriage is. Marriage is loving unconditionally, even when you don't feel like it. Marriage is servitude, even when you don't feel like it. Even when I'm mad at you, I still got to cook. Even when I'm mad at you, I still got to clean this house. Even when I'm mad at you, I got to still make love to you. I'm mad with you, but I gotta still give it to you. Because you want to know why? This man, even when he mad with you, he got to pay that bills. He got to pay that mortgage. He got to pay that car note, the water, the light, buy food. He got to take care of those children. Even when I'm mad at you, he got to stay in servitude. He got to stay in servitude no matter what. Even when you say, I ain't cooking nothing in this so-and-so today. I ain't cooking nothing in this so-and-so today. You ain't gonna make me. He still got to be in servitude. Because if he not in servitude, the house will fall. But you, my sister, anytime you get upset, you can say, I ain't gonna do this, but you're wrong. You still supposed to do it. You're wrong. You still supposed to do it. Marriage is not happiness. Y'all have that very wrong. It's not happiness. It's a sense of duty and pride, and it's joy. That's it. Unconditional love. That's what it is. It's not happiness. Y'all get that wrong. I ain't happy. I ain't happy. Listen, I've been married close to 17 years. I ain't happy all the time either. But you know what I do? I go lay my unhappy behind on my husband. I get under him. I start aggravating him. Okay? Aggravating him in a good way. I lay on him. I kiss him. Okay? I lay on him. I kiss him. I rub on him. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy. But all I know is that I love this man. That's all I know. All I know is that I love this man. That's all I want to tell you. That's all I know is that I love this man and don't want to be nowhere where he's not. Ladies, when y'all come to this realization, sometimes it's already too late. You got to get this in your mind early. Because once he step out the house and he say this marriage is done, Baby, this marriage is done. Do you hear me? This marriage is done. When a man say this marriage is done, this marriage is done. He not going back. He's not going to go back. It's done. Okay? They don't do no flip-floppy like we do. Once a real man, a king, no, I don't want to say real man. I want to say a king. Once a king tell you we're done, we're done. That's it. We're done. Now let's get back into it one more time.
And as a guy who has had trouble in his marriage over the last almost 21 years, but I didn't walk away on my wife and my kids. Do I judge him? Yeah, I do. But also, like that assigning a percentage of weight in the situation doesn't help anybody. He's still gone, right?
Yeah.
Is he remarried? Has he moved on with his life?
Yeah, so he, within the last, I would say, month, got remarried.
Okay.
So
now it looks
got
like
a new nuclear family.
Well, so it looks like on Instagram or however, Facebook, wherever you post the stuff, that everything's all rosy and great, and you still got two little knuckleheads, and you can't sleep, and you're exhausted, and you gotta work, and all that stuff, right? It feels so heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to decouple how you interact with your kids from the grief you're feeling with the loss and death of that relationship.
Okay.
Because it's easy for it to get all jumbled together. But how you honor your kids and how you don't yell at your children, how you don't take out your grief on them or make it their job to make you feel better.
And see, now we about to break it one more time. And see, now she's taking it out on the children because the children are what? The children come from him. The children belong to him. So she's taking it out on the children because she's hurt that he left. But this was the decision that she made when she brought in the second baby. When she brought in the second baby. Eugene Still, how are you, sir? I see what you wrote. I like what you wrote. You speak in facts, sir. Malik, I'm sorry you leaving, honey. Have a great one today. Much love to you. So the thing is that she's taking it out on the children now because she's hurt by the fact that she went out the way to get this second baby. She didn't take heed to what the husband was saying. And so she got pregnant with the second baby when he told her, financially we strapped. We can't take on another child right now. But when things get better, we'll get another baby. But she said she was worried about the age. She was 30 years old. She said, I'm worried about the age because you hear so many things about women having babies at a late age. It's true. It's true. Oh, okay. I thought you was leaving, Malik. I'm sorry. So this is the thing. She's sitting up there hurting those kids because she's mad with him. How many situations that we talked about on our platform, and I told y'all women do this, that when we be mad with the husband or we mad with the baby father, we can do things that the devil has never seen when it comes to these children. Because we're hurt. And you look at the children as his children only. Because if you knew in your heart and mind that those babies belong to you, you would not be treating those kids like that. Because they did not ask to be brought here. They did not. They didn't ask to be brought here. Nobody told you to get in doggy style or swing from the chandelier. Nobody told you that, baby. You did that on your own and brought those babies here. And that's not fair for you to treat them the way you do. And the doc didn't even say nothing about that. He didn't really go into depth with her because I would have gave her a stern warning. I would have. She up there crying and everything, and that's what we do. Because when we know we wrong, we will cry because why? We need sympathy. We need you to co-sign our ish. So Doc is playing playing a whole harp for her right now. The doc is playing a whole harp for her right now because he wants her to understand that it's okay, but it's not. It's not okay. This man said, I'm done with the marriage. So now you said, I'm going to treat the children any kind of way. Because I'm mad with him. I'm going to treat these children any kind of way. And that's not fair. It's not right. It is not right. It's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read something, y'all. Hold on. Oh, that's horrible, my dear. You said March 27th of this year. And y'all don't sleep in the same room because there's no TV. Oh, wow. You just got married and that foolishness just started. Baby, you didn't see that before? You didn't see that before, honey? Y'all didn't talk about it before. That's a little argument, baby. That's a little argument, baby. One thing about marriage is you got to understand which arguments that you show up for. You got to understand which arguments you show up for, baby. You ain't got to show up to every argument that you get called for. That's one thing about marriage. You do not have to show up for every argument you get called for. When I say this, you don't have to open your mouth when the arguments start. Yes, baby. 18 said pick your battles. No, baby. Y'all got to rectify that, baby. You got to rectify that. That's something small, honey. That's something small. Because if you can't agree on something small, what's going to happen when shit go crazy? No, baby. You got to go back to the drawing board. Nope. The March 27th, you just started, baby. No, you got to go back. Pray about it. Talk to God. This is nope. That's nope. That's too small, baby. That's too small. When the finance arguments start, that's going to be something else. No, And Miss O said it best. Ain't no way I'm sleeping in another room. No, baby, that's too, I'm not trying to call you out, but listen, baby, that's nope. You got to work on it. Nope, that's too small. That is too small. Let's go into this one more time, y'all.
Yeah.
That's critically important. And you're going to be frustrated by things over and over and over as you raise these kids. And so learning right now, nothing will ever impact the way I treat them. In fact, it's my job to make sure that those arrows hit me, not them. Not that I'm a pass through, and that those arrows hit my kids through me, right? And so tell me about a time you just lost it. Just got frustrated and lost it.
It really is just centered around either food or like television, like if they misbehave or anything, like the repercussion is no TV time. And then
let's just stop there. Is that working?
No.
No, it's not.
No.
All right, so here's a simple thing that I want you to transition in your home, okay? Step one is, how old are these kids?
Oh, almost 8 and 4.
Okay, perfect. I want you to take that 8-year-old, and I want you to take that 8-year-old somewhere special. And you and I both know that special for an 8-year-old is like McDonald's or somewhere, like Waffle House is where I take my kid, but somewhere special, a local diner or whatever. There's a lot of rad local places in Houston. And I want it to feel special for this 8-year-old. Is it boy or girl?
A boy.
Okay. If you can find somebody to watch your 4-year-old for an hour or two, I think that'd be really special.
Now I'm gonna share something with you. This advice that Doc about to give her right now, I do not like it at all. Because now this will make the children turn on the father. Check the advice he give her.
And when you get to this restaurant, I want you to do the best you can to position yourself where you can put that little boy's face in both of your hands. So not only can he absorb the fact that mommy's doing something special for us all, for me and for us too, but also nothing in the world matters. The phone is in your purse, everything is away, and it is you locking into that kid, and then he gets to feel it. And then you say, mommy's had her heart broken, and me and, as you know, daddy moved out, and I'm just so sad. And
Now you see that part? He said, take his hands. She about to make a core memory with this boy right now. Take your hands and put your face. Put his face in your hands. And say to him, mommy's hurting right now. And as you know, daddy is not with us. That's a core memory right there. That's a core memory right there. Because what are boys designed to do? What are they designed to do? Boys are designed to protect. That's my mama. That's my mama. You're not gonna wrong my mama like that. You left my mama for some trick, you know? You left my mama for some trick. Mind you, this new woman probably didn't even know anything about all this beforehand. She just met him. Okay? Didn't know he was married and all that other stuff and everything. She wasn't a side chick. She just came in after the fact. You know, the aftermath. That's when she came in. Okay? And I don't like that because this is the thing. You're making a core memory with this boy. Now the boy will put in his mind, my daddy was the one that was wrong. He was wrong. He left me and my mama. He left me and my mama to go be with this heifer right here. So now every time I go over there, he's 8 years old. So now every time I go over there, I'm going to start shit all the time. I'm going to start mess all the time. I'm going to be disrespectful to the woman. I'm going to be nasty to my daddy because he hurt my mama. So I don't like this part that the doc laid down. This was wrong. Now, what she could have said to this baby is that mommy is hurting right now, and I'm sorry that I'm being mean to you. Mommy love you. I want you to know that I love you. It's just mommy got some things going on right now. And not to mention the daddy. Don't say because daddy left. You know, me and daddy are not together. First of all, whatever's going on between you and the husband, the child should not be involved. You should not be telling the child, well, you know, daddy left. And mommy has been hurting. All you have to do is say, mommy's hurting right now. But mommy wants you to know I love you. I love you so much. Me and daddy love you so much. Even when you don't even want to say it, but that's what you're supposed to say. Even when you don't want to say it, that it hurts. You're supposed to say, me and daddy love you so much. I'm just going through something right now. And even when the child get older and say, it's because daddy left, you tell them, no, it's not because daddy left. I don't care if you have to lie. It's not because daddy left. You don't bring that baby in on y'all bullshit. You don't. Because you're making a core memory with this boy. And that's what she did because the doctor gave her that advice. So that's what she did. Because what happens is the kids will turn on the husband. Look at Gary Owens out here upset every day. I have to bring a star in here because we don't have just average Joes, even though it happens to average Joes. But if I say an average Joe, you don't know who that is. But look at Look at Gary Owens. All that stuff he going through with his ex-wife. The kids can't stand him. The kids can't stand him. They don't even want to hear his side of the story at all. They don't even want to be bothered with him at all. And the sad part is, only thing Owens can say is that when they get older, they'll find out the truth. Mind you, his kids are grown. They're grown already. They're grown. All they know is that the mama said he cheated on me. He cheated on me. That's all they know. The mama said he cheated on me, allegedly, because you got to be careful. You know, people sue you. He cheated on me. Okay? But we never take into consideration what happened on the mama side. Okay? Was mama dog walking daddy? Was mama telling daddy he ain't shit? Was mama telling daddy he ain't gonna never be shit? Was mama telling daddy you need to make more money? I need to live better. Was mama telling daddy that he's not the man she thought he was, that he could be? Or that she wanted him to be? Was mama talking to the fool in her husband, or was she talking to the king in her husband? Because a man has two sides. He has a fool and he has a king. Okay? You got to know which one you're going to talk to. Are we going to talk to the fool every day? We're going to talk to the fool because the fool going to join the conversation, baby. The fool going to join the conversation. Are we going to talk to the king? I need to see the king. That's how you know how you summon the king? This is how you summon the king. Good morning, my king. That's how you summon the king. And the king will come to the forefront. Yes, he will. You want to summon the king, you say, good morning, my king. You're going to summon the king. But if you say good morning, motherfucker, yeah, I said it. If you say good morning, motherfucker, that's who you summoning. Who you summoning? You summoning the fool. If you see something on the floor and he didn't, you know, his clothes is on the floor, and the first thing in the morning you say, why you ain't pick all these clothes up? Why these clothes all on the floor? Why the bathroom look like this? You have summoned the fool. Because the fool gonna come. The fool is gonna come. He gonna rise to the occasion. The fool is coming. But if you see the clothes on the floor, pick them up. Pick them up. Pick them up. It's not a big deal. It doesn't have to turn into a whole argument. Now, I share with you how you rectify the situation if you're tired of cleaning up the stuff. This is what you do. Y'all laying in the bed, y'all just relaxing. You know, you having some quiet time between y'all two. You touch them and say, baby, you know, you're always leaving those clothes on the floor. You hear my voice? You hear my voice? Don't get up there and say, motherfucker, you always leaving those motherfucking clothes on the floor. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Don't do that shit. Okay? Don't do that. Okay? What you supposed to say is, baby, you know, you always leaving those clothes on the floor. You're always leaving those clothes on the floor. Can you pick them up? And then he'll tell you, baby, you know, sometimes I be so tired from work. You know, I be so tired. And that's why, but I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You see that? Who did you talk to right now? Who did you talk to? Who did you talk to? Who did you talk to? You talk to the king. That's who you talk to. You talk to the king. You didn't talk to the fool. Because why? You didn't summon the fool. You didn't summon the fool. You did not summon the fool. You summoned the king. And the king gonna come. You know how the king come? It's the way you talk to him, baby. It's the way you talk to him. The king gonna come. Because the king liked to be talked to. He liked when you talk to him with what? With respect. The king gonna come. If you talk to him with respect, baby, he gonna come. He gonna show up. When he hear respect, the king gonna show up. Every time he gonna show up. Ain't nobody gotta do a sound, ain't nobody gotta do a bell or nothing. The king gonna show up. But when you get in there and start degrading this man and calling him all types of names and getting nasty with him and tell him he ain't shit and he ain't never was shit and he ain't gonna never be shit, this is your problem. That is when the fools show up. Because the fool is like, you ain't gonna talk to me like you done lost your mind. Okay? Mr. He said, good morning, sir. It's good to see you. Let's go back into it. I told y'all she made a core memory with this boy because she listening to the doctor. Check it out, y'all.
I've let my sad turn into me yelling at you, and I want you to know that I'm so sorry. I want you to start there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do that at a much more age-appropriate way for your 4-year-old, okay?
Yeah.
And let that 4-year-old know. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a daily practice where you are putting your hands on the face of your kids and looking them in the eye and be almost obnoxiously long, maybe 5 or 10 whole seconds to where it's kind of weird for everybody.
Yeah.
And you'll notice your kid's shoulders just drop, okay? The second thing is we're going to switch the language in our house to you punish them by saying, all right, no TV. Or you say, if you do this, then you don't get to watch TV. We're going to be done with that language. We're going to switch to, if you guys choose to get all your chores done, then y'all are choosing to watch 30 minutes of television. And if you choose not to do your chores, then you're choosing not to do television. Strange choice, but y'all can choose it. And they are going to test you on it, and you're just going to have to hold firm. And then they kick and scream and cry, and you can go, man, I've been through way worse. My marriage is gone. You guys can't hurt my feelings. And
now, you hear what he said? He's telling her to tell the kids, I've been through way worse. My marriage is gone. Is that good advice, Doc? Is that good advice to tell her? Tell those kids, my marriage is gone. I've been through way worse. No, it's not. Because you're making core memories with these babies so that now they going to dislike the daddy. It's daddy's fault that mommy acting that way towards us. It's daddy. So now the children will be acting a fool because they mad with the daddy. Doc messed this up real bad. I'm sorry. Doc messed this up real bad. He messed this up real bad because this is the thing. Now the kids will gang up. The oldest one gonna tell the youngest one it's because of daddy. You know, because kids talk. They talk to each other. It's because of daddy. You know, mama always sad. Mama be crying and stuff. It's because of daddy. You know, we got to blame the daddy. Okay? Daddy got to get blamed for everything. Okay? Because you see, she not saying nothing she done. Now, I did like the part he said, this, y'all had problems way before this. He right. It took him 5 years to marry this woman. That means it was some issues already. But probably what happened is she got pregnant and he said, I got to marry her. Because this is a Caucasian family. I got to marry her. It sounded like they family probably got shit together. And he was like, I got to marry her. I can't just have her out here having this baby without us being married. Okay? So he said, let me step up and marry her. Even though he did not see what? What he didn't see, y'all. He's been dating her for 5 years. So that means he didn't see what? He didn't see wife in her. He did not see wife in her. Do you understand? He didn't see wife in her. Corey Joe, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat. Corey Joe said, if you are feeling the content, like and subscribe. Yes, please like and subscribe if you feel the content. Corey Joe, thank you for the $2 super chat. Shout out to Through the Fire podcast, TJ, for sending me this content this morning. And we love breaking this content down. Let's go into it one more time.
We're going to teach them very, very quickly is they have a lot of choice in how good their day is or how good their day is.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's going to take the pressure off of you because you hate saying no. What do y'all know? You hate that role.
Yeah.
And that role doesn't work. And you can beat your kids into submission. You can make them do things because you're bigger than them. I'd much rather them begin to learn, and it's a pain. I'd rather them learn over the long haul that they play a role in that family and that they get to choose the levels of fun and joy they have in their house. Right? And it might start with TV, and they just say, well, fine, then we're not doing it. Cool. Then they're going to start opting. They're going to choose to not do a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to choose to not go to birthday parties. They're going to choose to not. They're making this choice. And I'm not. And I'm not taking any of that blame. Do you see how the whole thing dumps over? It's not you against them. It's you cheering them on. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
And here's a big piece. Here's number 3.
I want to share something with y'all. If you ever have a conversation with a woman and she says, yeah, 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 you always hear her say, yeah, yeah, like that. You always hear her say that. She's not listening. She's not listening. Do you understand? For her to listen, she has to close her mouth. She's not listening. She's agreeing so that he's like, okay, she gets it. Nope, she's not getting it. She's not getting it. Okay? She's not. All right? This is the truth. This is the truth. Doc had messed up on this one. He dropped this one. I'm sorry. Ivan, thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. Fool or king tax. There are makers, and then there are shapers. Children are made by fathers and shaped by mothers. Ask King Solomon. Thanks for fighting the nonsense. Thank you, Ivan. I appreciate you too. Thank you for the $10 super chat, sir. So that's the whole issue right there that I got a problem with. She's not listening. She wants him to think that's what she's going to do. But I'm going to share something with you. The only advice I see her taking from him, taking from the doc, is that she's going to take this baby face and say, just like this, your father left me, and that's why I'm hurting. That's it. I only see that part. Her saying that. I only see that part. And every time she get mad with those children, she will say, well, your father left me. So, what you're doing doesn't make sense to me. I have been hurt worse than that. I see her doing that. She's not ready for healing right now. She's ready to play the victim. And she's going to have those children help her destroy that ex-husband. I'm sorry. Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it, but that's the truth. That's what I see. Okay? And I feel bad for her, but it's the choices that we make. You either decide to talk to the king in your husband, or you decide to talk to the fool. And the fool will watch everything burn. The fool will watch everything burn. The fool will go sit on the other side of the house and act like he don't know y'all. That's what the fool will do. But if you get up there and you talk to the king will be engaged. The king will spend time with his family. The king will want to be around. Let's talk about it. If you talk to the king and your husband, he's going to want to be engaged. He's going to want to be around. I told y'all how a couple weeks ago, I always sit in my husband man cave all the time, okay? Because we have 2 big living rooms. I always sit in his man cave, okay? 2 days, I just like snuck upstairs, and stayed on my own, okay? A good 15 minutes. I was on my own for a good 15 minutes. Mind you, we've been married a long time. We always around each other. If my husband is not at work, we around each other. Going to store runs, we around each other. We at the store together. Mind you, the store only take like 2-3 minutes, okay, driving. We at the store together, okay? Now, I'm upstairs, good 15 minutes. My king just bust the door open. Why you in here? I was like, I'm just relaxing. I'm just crocheting a little bit. That's all. I'm just watching a little TV. Why you in here without me? And then he jump on the bed, okay? He jump on the bed and start jumping on me, okay? Talking about why you acting like that, girl. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. If you talk to the king and your husband, he won't be around you. I do not talk to the fool in my husband. I don't even know where the fool at. I don't entertain the fool at all. I talk to the king and my husband. I don't even know if he have a fool. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't even know if he have a fool. I do not entertain with the fool. I don't do it. I talk to the king. That's all I know. In my mind, my husband is on a pedestal. I only talk to the king. Okay? I only talk to the king. If the fool show up, I don't even know who he is. I have to ask him, what's your name? Who are you? Okay? Did you have permission to be up here? You know what I'm saying? Do you have permission to be up here? Okay? Because I don't know who you are. Okay? Who are you? Okay? Let's go back into it.
Never yell at your kids. Ever. If you have to go for a walk out the front door. When you yell, their nervous system gears up. Their ability to learn and take in information is over.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's wholly ineffective, and it terrifies their little bodies.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these, like, super atomic woke parents. I don't even know what that means. I'm not one of these, like, just let the kids do whatever they want and whatever they feel. That's all nonsense. Mm-hmm. But I want to do things that work. And when I yell at a kid, learning has ended. When I scream at a kid, their ability to process information and actually learn what I'm trying to teach them so they can become great adults down the road, over. It ends. And so I'm never going to yell at my kids. I'm not. I'm going to hold them accountable when they make choices. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to yell. Yeah. You need to internalize this. The greatest gift you can give your kids is for you to go see a counselor and get well. Because you're not all right.
Now, I agree with this part. She need to go get counseling. She not all right. She not all right. Because you want to know why? She's replaying the nonsense that happened in the marriage. She's replaying it in her mind. Okay? All the decisions that she had made wrong. Okay? And so she's not happy. You know, here we go. That not happiness again. He's gone. She should be happy, right? Because that's what y'all women be like. Oh, you know, modern day women, they happy to be divorced, you know. She should be happy though, right? She should be living her best life. Y'all be lying about that. Y'all be lying about that. Let's go into it.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
I have been, yeah.
Have you been seeing somebody?
Yeah, we're actually, I don't know if you've heard of the, the rapid eye therapy or
EMDR.
something.
Yeah, EMDR,
Yeah. So we were going to try something like that to see if that would help.
Okay. Stay plugged in with that counselor, but here's what I want you to say the next time you go see your counselor. Mm-hmm. I want you to say, I want to learn some tools so that I can be more present in the moment when I get frustrated and I don't just fly off the handle. Okay? Put your counselor on the spot to not just sit there and talk for hours about how you feel and how does it make you feel and how does that make you feel. I need some tools. I need some tools. Okay?
Okay.
You have much more strength than you believe you do. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Last exercise. Can I give you a homework assignment?
Yes. Yes, sir.
I want you to go, and you've heard me do this. If you've ever listened to the show for very long, you've heard me do this a lot. I want you to run by Lowe's or Home Depot, or maybe you have one in your backyard. I want you to go buy a cinder block, and I want you to get some duct tape and put it across that cinder block, and I want you to write, lying to my husband about birth control. And I want you to carry that around your backyard for a little while until it gets so heavy. It might be 1 minute. It might be 20 minutes. I don't know. I want you to go till you almost can't carry it anymore, and then I want you to throw it down in the back corner of your backyard, tear that tape off, and never pick that brick up again. You've got to forgive Marie, okay?
Yeah.
And then I want you to see that little 4-year-old little girl, and I want you to hug her so tight for the gift that she is.
Yeah.
Both in. Fair?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. I'm really, really proud of you. This is you saying I'm done with the way it has been, right?
Yeah.
Now, for him to tell her to go to Lowe's and get a center block and put the tape around it and say, I lied to my husband about birth control. Now, I never heard of an exercise like that before, but it's I guess it's a sign of her forgiving herself for the betrayal. Now, I'll share something with you. I have said this already, but 5 years is a long time for her to wait on marriage. 5 years is a long time. That means he never saw wife in her. But because she got pregnant, he said, I have to marry her. I can't just have her out here and we're not married. And she took it upon herself to say, I want more children. But he said, financially, we are not ready to have another baby. Now, what I'm thinking, what really is that she has not grown. She has not grown. The same nonsense she was doing 5 years, and he was telling her about it, she didn't move. Do you understand? She didn't move. She didn't move. She said, I'm going to continue with what I'm doing. She didn't move. And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He married her and she was not wife material for him. Hey, baby, I see you. What's going on, White? I see you, honey. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to rock with me today. But that is the whole thing. Now, him saying the center block for her to walk it around as long as she can and then throw it and never pick it back up. I like that. That's something where I'm done with this sin. But are you really done with it? I mean, because did you ever tell him how sorry you were about the betrayal? Okay? Did you tell him about the betrayal? Because financially, he's telling you it's hard for us to have more children. We're in trouble. Let's not do this. Do you understand? Let's not do this because we don't have enough to take care of this baby. So she's going to continue. I'm sorry, and I know Doc did the best he could because he sounded good. He was trying. But she gonna always have resentment towards that girl. That second baby. She gonna always have resentment towards that girl. You wanna know why? Now, Doc said to her, stop looking at old photos. Stop going on social media. Looking him up. Stop hunting. Stop hunting for his information. Stop wanting to know anything about him. But she's not. She's not. And she's saying, okay, she's not going to do that. Because what's going to happen is she's going to hear it through the grapevine. That, oh, he went here with his wife, he went there, his wife done had a baby, and then this going to be the whole enchilada, y'all. Once his wife, the second wife, have a baby, she going to say, I thought he said he ain't want no more children and this and that. That's going to be the problem. But see, the thing is, how did he marry this woman in only 1 year? Nobody put that two together. Nobody put that together. Why did he marry the second wife in only 1 year? Mind you, it took him to marry her 5 years. The first one. It took him to marry this woman 5 years. How is it that it only took him 1 year to marry this other woman? You want to know why? Because he saw wife in the second woman. He didn't see wife in the first woman. And only why he married her is because she was pregnant. You got it, Miss O. You got it. She trapped him with that baby. And I don't even like to say that. But you're right. She did. And the thing is, he never saw wife in her. How do you date somebody 5 years? You have never saw wife in her. You have never saw it. And now that you had gotten pregnant after 5 years. So that means this man was being careful. He was being careful. He was not trying to get her pregnant. He was being careful. And this is probably what happened that she didn't want to tell Doc. She did the same thing which she did with that first one. She stopped taking those birth control pills. She stopped taking those birth control pills on that first one and got pregnant. And then she said, let me do it again. And she got pregnant with that second one. See, nobody don't want to tell that story. Because I'm going to share with you why. If I tell the truth, baby, you won't feel sympathy for me. Do you hear me? If I tell the truth, you're not going to feel sympathy for me. But if I get up here and tell half truths, you're going to take my side. Do you hear me? You're going to take my side. If I get up here and tell half truths. If I get up here and tell y'all, oh, my first husband, because I was married before, my first husband, oh, he cheated on me. He cheated on me. He just wasn't a good man. Y'all gonna say, oh, take heed. I feel so sorry for you. Oh my goodness, you such a good woman. But this is the thing I ain't tell y'all. I wasn't a good woman back then. Let's talk about it. I was not. I was not trained like I am now. I would curse my husband out, my first husband out, too shorts to shit. I would get nasty and disrespectful with him and tell him I will do no such thing. You will not have me do what? I will not do what? You ain't gonna have me do nothing. I ain't your mama. At 19, I was talking like that. Because why? This is how I was raised. That's how I was raised. That's how I was raised. I was raised in the hyena kingdom. Y'all know we talked about it last night. I was raised in the hyena kingdom. I'm going to talk to you like you ain't shit. The only man that I have ever met in my life, hands down, is my husband, my king, that never let me talk shit to him like that. Never. Even to this day, I can't even break my mouth to talk to this man like I done lost my mind. Because when I first met him, okay, and I told y'all my representative was in there for like 6 months. We were dating. My representative was in there for like 6 months. She was holding it down, okay? She was holding it down until we got in a heated argument. Hey, Trey, how are you, hon? We got in a heated argument. And my representative said, he love you, so he not going to leave. So I'm gonna come out the way. I'm going to let you handle your shit on your own. Go ahead. Hey, Maya, what's up, baby? He said my representative said he loves you, so he's gonna deal with it. Don't worry. So now I'm up there myself. The representative is gone. So all the cursing and everything and the disrespectfulness was coming out. And my king looked back at me and he had his glasses on. He put his glasses down just a little bit. He said, I always knew that was in you. I was just waiting. So the representative only stayed for 6 months, huh? I looked at him, I said, what? He said, yeah, the representative only stayed for 6 months. But I want to let you know something. You won't talk to me like you crazy. You won't talk to me like you crazy. You will respect me. Mind you, my king is not allowed me. He ain't one of those ghetto screaming and all that. He not like that. He's very calm. Talk very calm. But he a dog walk you. He a dog walk you, baby. He'll talk to you calmly, but he gonna dog walk you. By the time you finish, honey. By the time you finish, you down there talking about I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You down there talking like I'm sorry. You know, I apologize. And then my husband culture, when you apologize to your husband, you got to get on your knees. Mm-hmm. You got to get on your knees. Yeah, you got to get on your knees. And you got to apologize. And while you're doing it, okay, only how he accepts the apology, he has to tap you on your shoulder or on your back. And then you rise. And then you go into detail why you're apologizing. My king just don't let you apologize. You got to go into detail of what happened. Mm-hmm. So that's why I have so much respect for my husband. Nobody can come near my husband. I don't care how famous you are, how rich you are. Ain't nobody come near my husband. In my mind, my king is up there in my mind. Nobody can come near my husband. Okay? But you know, y'all be believing in that, 666 bullshit. I don't know what that is, but that's what y'all be believing in stuff. You know, that 666 stuff, that, he gotta be 6 feet, six figures, and he gotta be 6 inches. I don't, and below. Y'all believe that. But I'm gonna share something with you. My husband is not a tall man. He is not. Not at all. He a little shorter than me. Yeah. But my husband commands respect. You can't talk to him like you crazy. He ain't gonna let you. Not when he gotta take care of you. He not gonna let you. And mind you, even before when we first got married, I was doing the lion's share of our marriage. My husband is doing the lion's share now. For a couple years now, but I have done the lion's share in the beginning of our marriage. But my husband still wouldn't let me get away with bullshit. So that whole thing, cause I make more, that I get to say whatever I want to say, that shit ain't real. I don't know where y'all get that from. I guess it depends on the man you married. So, with that being said, let's close this right here. Let's see what else she got to say. Let's see what the doc say. Doc had messed this up. He tried, though. He tried, but he had messed this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want you to not know anything about your husband's new life. Block him on everything. I don't want to look at any pictures. No going down. The same way I tell 18-year-old boys don't look at pornography, I'm telling you, don't look at any of these photos. They're not real. They're not real. Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She will understand how bad his farts smell real quick. She'll understand how annoying he is when fill in the blank real quick, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And the challenges that he had with communication with you didn't suddenly get fixed. All of that will be reality. But I don't want you trailing them around wondering about the life you could have had. He left. That hurts. We got to grieve. We got to sit in sadness for a while. He moved on. He went and remarried. And you're still stuck right in the middle of all this. But we're not going to follow him around. We're not going to chase him around digitally. I'm glad he's still in the life of your kids, so you're going to have to interact with him. Great. but I'm not keeping up with anything about their life and where they go on vacation and what kind of new cars they got. I'm not keeping up with any of that stuff. I'm going to rebuild my life with my 2 little kids and my mental health and my emotional health and my physical health. I'm going to rebuild my life here.
Okay, so that's the end. Yeah, Malik, Dr. pandered her. Yeah, he did because he was like, the communication skills didn't just fix, he farting and stuff. The fart still smell the same. That doesn't even make sense, Doc. You messed up on that part. The thing is that why did he marry this woman in 1 year? Nobody has put that together. Why did he marry this woman in 1 year? And it took him 5 years to marry you. The thing is that men will give you a chance. They will give you a chance to get it right. So they'll wait until they see you get it right. But, homegirl got pregnant. So now the getting it right part is no more. He got to marry her now because they Caucasian. That's how they do. They will marry quick, They'll marry quick. Even when it don't look right, they going to still marry because they going to think that it's going to work out, It's going to work out. Instead of you seeing the red flags while y'all dating and say, nah, let me let this go. Okay? Trey, I saw what you put in here. Trey said, boy, Africans really got that whole thing figured out, don't they? Trey, be quiet. Always starting trouble in here. It's the masculinity. It's the masculinity when you're dating. You understand? It's the masculinity that you show when you're dating. Trey, don't be laughing. It's the masculinity that shows when you're dating. And you ain't got to be a man that's screaming and shouting and acting indignant. No, because my king not like that. He talk with a still voice. Okay? He talks with a calm voice. He smoothly give you a correction. He walk away. And you be thinking like, what the hell just happened? Your whole face just changed. Like, what the hell? That's how it is. That's how it is. Now, can I say it was like that when we first married? No, it wasn't. I had a lot of work to do. It was 2 years. I was causing this man all types of havoc and everything. But the thing is, my king was showing up to the occasion. Every time I was causing tornadoes and hurricanes, this man was showing up for the occasion, ready for battle. He was ready for battle. He said, I will calm this storm. He said, I'm ready for battle. You gonna respect me hell or high water. That's what he said. You gonna respect me hell or high water. That's what he said. Okay, that's what he said. Okay. Now, the doc is right. She should not be following them on IG, on Instagram, Facebook, all these things, social media, whatever social media. She should not be following them. She should not be listening to anything that they're doing. If they bought a new car, a new house, all these things, they went on vacation. She shouldn't be listening to that because all it's going to do is hurt. But Doc should have made her aware of the consequences that she did. Because I'll share with you, what would made her think she did it already the first time? She did it already the first time to him. She got pregnant the first time. She was on birth control. She got pregnant the first time. And I'm going to share something with you. He probably told her, let's not do this again. She had to probably tell him the truth. I stopped taking my birth control, And he said, okay, I'm going to marry you, but let's not do this again. And why did she think the second time that this is okay? Because why? She's 30 something. She's 30 years old. And she said, I want another baby. Mind you, he said, I do not have enough finance to take care of another child right now. Now, what he's saying is valid. That's valid. What he's saying makes sense. But she said, no, that's not good enough for me. That's not good enough for me. So I'm going to stop taking my birth control pills and I'm going to get pregnant. And he said, okay, I see. She done did this the second time. Because I'll share something with you. A man will give you something, and usually men do this while you're dating. They will give you something that will show him if you want to listen. That will show him if you take heed to the message. Okay? A lot of men will test you while you're dating him to see if you're going to listen to him. And more than likely, okay? More than likely, more than likely, she said, I give two shits what you saying. I give two shits of what you want me to do. I don't care. If this is what I want to do. So now when you get up there and say, this is what I want to do, you failed. You failed the test, baby. This is what I want to do. I give two shits what you're saying. This is what I want to do. Do you understand? This is what I want to do, because I'm going to share something with you. Let her had respected her husband. If she had always respected this man, okay, she has, at the top of the list, respect is there. When she see her husband, respect is there. Do you understand? Do you think her getting pregnant would be the problem? Nope. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be the problem. People will be making jokes in their community talking about every time I turn around, this woman pregnant. Because respect is there. Because respect is there. My husband, when we were having babies, this man was blowing on me every time. Every time I couldn't catch a break. It was, the kids was coming back to back. I couldn't catch a break every time. I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I'm laughing at the same time because it's good. So I'm laughing. You know what I'm saying? But it was every time. Every time. Okay? Every time there was a problem. I'm pregnant every time. When you don't respect your husband, a lot of shit can go wrong in your marriage. You know, we always talking about sex and stuff. It's sex, you know, you're not fucking him enough and this and that and all this. But I'm going to share something with you. That respect is a problem. If you don't respect this man, if you can get around and talk about your husband that he ain't shit and he never was shit and he ain't gonna never be shit. If you could get around and talk about your husband to people, okay? If you can get around here and talk about your husband to people in your family, your mama, your grandpa, your grandma, your daddy and all this. If you can get around here and talk about your husband to your family members or your girlfriends and this and that, and just have a whole conversation about this man and say he ain't shit and he never was shit and all this other stuff, you don't respect him. You don't respect him. I wish a ninja would say some shit about my husband, and I'm there. By the time I'm done, you're going to have to call my husband to get me off your ass. Because I'm not going to let you sit up there and talk about my husband. I don't care who you are. You could be his best friend, his brother, his sister. I'm not going to let you talk about my husband. You could be my mama and my daddy. I'll curse you out. You ain't going to talk about my husband. Okay? Your time has passed. You was married. That's your time. I'm married now. You're not going to talk about my husband like you lost your mind. I'm not going to sit up there and co-sign it with you. Yeah, that's right. He ain't there. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You liable to get cursed out. You better watch your mouth. That's the thing y'all miss. Ain't nobody supposed to talk about your wife, and ain't nobody supposed to be talking about your husband. Oh, Trey, I love that, Trey. I like what you just said right now. In chess, the queen is the most powerful defender of the king. You see? Ain't nobody supposed to be talking about him. I don't care what he doing. He don't never let you. Okay? He don't never let you do nothing. You know, you can't never go out with us. You know, your girlfriends do that shit. You can't never go out with us. He always got something to say. And you squarely look that bitch in the eye. You pull your glasses off, squarely look that bitch in the eye. And you say to her, is you married, bitch? Tell her just like that. Is you married, bitch? Is you married, bitch? She gonna tell you no, say mind your business. Mind your business. He told me I gotta go. I gotta go. He waiting for me to come home. I gotta go. What the hell? You gonna ask me? I got to go. Okay? Damn it, he said be in the house at 11. I gotta go. I ain't staying out here with y'all all night. My husband out here, he home worried about me and stuff. We had a good time. That's it. We had a good time. It's 11. I gotta go. Yes, I gotta go. And if she say something, well, you know your husband, and then turn around and tell a bitch that's your business. That's your business. See, I got somebody worried about me, waiting for the driveway lights to come on when I pull my car in the driveway. I got somebody waiting for me. I gotta go. You think I'm gonna be out here with you all night? I ain't even want to go out. I ain't even want to be here with you. I gotta go. But y'all, you know, y'all get out here and say he trying to, you know, he's a narcissist or narcissistic traits and all this bull crap y'all be saying. But I'll share something with you. He's just trying to protect you. That's the truth. That's it. He's just trying to protect you because you belong to him and he want to make sure you safe. You think a husband want to hear something happen to his wife? Hell to the no. No, he don't. He don't want to hear that. He do not want to hear that. But you know, what do I know? I'm just an old woman that come to YouTube and talk shit. What do I know? I just get up here and talk shit. That's all. That's all. I don't have no charts and stats and shit. I don't have none of that. I just get up here and talk shit. That's all I do. Okay? That's all I do. I don't do nothing else. Okay? Now, if you get a lesson, okay? If you get a lesson from me getting up here talking shit, then you're good. If you don't get the lesson, baby, then you got to stop watching me. You got to stop watching me, baby. You got to stop watching me. Okay? You got to stop watching me. Okay? Wait a minute, Malik, why you say that? Not on my watch. This is true. You got to stop watching me, baby. If you don't get a lesson out of me doing these things, these little times I get up here with y'all, you got to stop watching me if you don't get the lesson, baby. Take heed to the message, everybody. Much love to y'all all. We done for the day. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You can also donate through Super Chat. Okay, you can also shop with us. Our family business is called ubnracksfashion.com. And we have 5 links in there. So SD, Macari, eBay, Pushmark. Okay. And the main website, ubnracksfashion.com. And also, YouTube makes me sell merch as a content creator. So we got cups, hoodies, shirts, mugs, water bottles, bags, all that good stuff. Okay. If you're interested, check it out. Okay. You can't miss it. Okay. I appreciate all of y'all coming. I appreciate y'all rocking with me today. You know my regulars, you know how much I got nothing but love for y'all, okay? And my mods, we do what it do, baby. I appreciate y'all. Okay, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday morning. You feel me? Have a wonderful Sunday morning. Malik, great live as usual. Take heed. Malik, thank you, sir. You are a scholar and a gentleman. My top three. My top three. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for all the newcomers who came and rocked with me today. Thank you so much. White baby, you know you in there, baby. You know you in there, baby. You done started with you from the beginning, baby. You already know. Everybody else that is new to the chat, new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button if you feel the content. If you don't, baby, they got other content creators up here that'll rock with you, baby. But I want to share something with you here. I'm going to always tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to pander you. I'm going to tell you, if you marry, baby, you got to put that respect first. That respecting your husband has to be first. I'm going to share this tidbit with you and I'm going to let you go. If you respect your husband, love comes along. Love comes along with respect first. But if you love your husband first, respect don't follow. Because you can love a man all you want, but you could disrespect him in public and in private. But if you have respected him first, love gonna follow and you gonna respect him in public and in private. Take heed to the message, everybody. Much love to you all. Have a happy Sunday. All right, y'all. Much love to you. Take heed to the message, baby.